Hey, hey, hey. Time for another out of this world story from our space. This one being a relationship story. How do I tell my girlfriend that I may have gotten another girl pregnant? Me, 28 male, and these two friends, 27 female and 28 male, first met when we were in high school and we have been friends ever since. Let's call her A and let's call him B. A broke up a long-term abusive relationship about a year ago. She was happy being single, and we started having sex just as friends with benefits. I don't like her in any other way. I just consider her as a good friend, and the sex felt great. Eventually, I found out that she was also sleeping with B, and I don't really care because we were not exclusive. In the meantime, I met my current girlfriend, an amazing woman who I like very much, and we've been dating for almost 2 months. The thing is, A is pregnant. The baby could be mine or B's because we both had sex with her in the same time period. This happened before I got into an exclusive relationship with my girlfriend. A says she wasn't seeing anyone else. She doesn't want an abortion. If the baby is mine, I'll for sure take responsibility. If the baby is B's, then, well, we have a bigger problem. B doesn't really care about this whole situation. He's been indifferent, and most likely, he wouldn't do anything to help her or the baby. He is my friend, but he's a douche. If B chooses to be absent, I'd probably take responsibility for the child even if it's not mine. It's not like I want to be a father or anything, but I feel like I can't leave A in this situation alone, and I feel really sorry for the kid. The three of us messed up. Someone needs to fix it. I'm already in a difficult position here, and I really don't know how to tell all of this to my current girlfriend without making her run away from me. That'd be an understandable reaction. I really like her, and I don't want to lose her. Looking for some advice? Let's see what the community says to try to help them out. Starting off with, nope off pretty please. There is nothing to do other than be straightforward. I really hope you have been straightforward about your relationship with A to your girlfriend. Don't get me wrong, you didn't do anything wrong by having a friend with benefits before being with your girlfriend. But if you kept this from her, it is just another shock, and not everyone is fine with staying friends with ex-sexual partners. Either way, just sit down with your girlfriend and be honest. There's nothing else to do. If she leaves, she leaves. Dragging this out and avoiding this will only make it hurt more. Be honest, be clear, and accept her answer for what it is. Also, think long and hard about taking responsibility for this kid regardless of who the dad is. This is not a choice you ever get to back out from once you have made that commitment. Another piece of advice from Pandemonium91. Not gonna lie, if my partner introduced all this drama 2 months into the relationship, I'd bail the second he was done talking. Assuming you weren't using protection and that's why the friends with benefits ended up pregnant, that'd be another red mark against you. You're also not taking into account the fact that she may have been sleeping with other people too, and maybe told you about either you or B being the father because she pegged you as the most responsible one out of all of them, and knew that you'd rather take on the burden than let B do it. B is my friend, but he's a douche. If B chooses to be absent, I'll probably take responsibility from the child even if it's not mine. That's a pretty big responsibility to take on. Are you sure it's just for the kid's sake? Or did you catch feelings for the friends with benefits and want to be involved in her life long term, while also not wanting to lose your current girlfriend? The three of us messed up. Someone has to fix it. What if you weren't the one who messed up though? You're making pretty big plans based on a few if scenarios. If it is your kid, if B doesn't step up. Seems like you've already decided what to do based on assumptions and want to get your current girlfriend in on it too. What does A think about you offering to raise her kid even if it's not yours? ETA? Don't be dumb. Request a paternity test. On to the next relationship story. I divorced my cheating wife, and I don't know if that was a good decision. I found out about the affair in January of 2021. I had found text messages between the two of them. Eventually, she admitted to the affair after I showed her I had evidence. She did not want to end the affair, but wanted me to stay in the house till the kids were in college. Over the next few months, I got my finances in order and purchased a new house. She agreed to sell the old house, and she chose to move in with her mother. We share the kids 50-50. I had a lawyer serve her papers in July. I was out by the end of July, and that is where shared custody got started. I feel now that I'm not living with her, I'm struggling more. It started at the custody hearing when her lawyer stated that the reason the adultery charge was in the divorce complaint is so I can tell our children about the affair. She would not agree to the shared custody unless the divorce complaint was sealed from public record. So I had to agree. If I did not, the custody judge said I would lose all custody of the children because I pose a threat to them. Here's where I'm having trouble now. The divorce complaint is sealed. She is telling her friends and family that I forced the split for no reason, that I am being uncooperative with the children. that all of this is my fault. I know she has told family this because 2 brother-in-laws have asked me what's going on. They told me they understood but cannot speak up because of not wanting to make waves in the family. I have no family support and very little friends. I have given all my friends up to focus on her and the marriage. I took on her family as mine because they welcomed me in. Now her family is asking why I did this, and I can't tell the truth because if the kids find out, it will appear that I did it. So I deflect and tell them to ask my soon-to-be ex-wife. I'm starting therapy again to work on myself. I'm starting to think I am the one in fault now. I thought I would start feeling better after I moved out, but now I feel worse. What does the community think about this one? Storyteller 618 says, "You are not the first person who got screwed over by a judge, in case that makes you feel any better. Say this to others. My wife demanded the divorce settlement be sealed for a reason for her benefit, not mine. Then go about your business. You know, even if you could sing like a bird, people really don't care about your life. Your kids do. Focus on them and don't worry about the others." 22 King 1 says, "If you don't tell your children, she will turn them against you and later the kids will hate you. They may be hating you now as she may have told them that you initiated the split. If you don't tell them, tell goodbye to your shared custodies as the kids eventually won't come to you as she will turn them against you. What's the point of this ruling if you're going to lose everything? You are doing this for the kids, right? But she already changed the circumstances against you. If you don't act now, you are going to lose everything. If you have told everyone about the affair in the beginning, this wouldn't have happened. Now she got the court approval and leverage because you hesitated to act at the right time." Ani B588 says, "Please be careful seeking legal advice online. I think there has to be something missing from this story that's causing it to seem off. What country are you in? Who was the affair with? In the US, it would be exceedingly rare for a judge to seal a divorce over infidelity unless the revelation of the affair partner posed some threat to the kids. Maybe it was a teacher? Domestic violence would also be a reason for sealing, potentially. Sealing a record of divorce over infidelity seems odd. I don't know what options there are now, but I'd seek other legal counsel to find out." One more story to wrap up the episode. I, 27 male, and my girlfriend, 28 female, had a talk about loyalty the night before she went to a work party. She cheated on me at that party. I feel like I'm disassociating. I have been cheated on when I was a teenager. This morning, when she told me what happened at the party, I experienced the same gut-wrenching feeling that I felt in my teenage years. I'm a successful dude with a promising career. I gave her my all. I was constantly reassuring her of her beauty in my eyes, but it just wasn't enough, and her thirst for attention never lessened. We've had countless talks about fidelity and how I value someone who has integrity and wouldn't act on a whim and give in to temptation. In retrospect, I believe I shouldn't have refrained from these sessions of me trying to reiterate my boundaries because I always knew in my gut that she'd eventually cheat on me because I had known that she cheated on all her exes in the past. The following is what I have issue with, beautiful people of Reddit. I feel bad for her. She thinks she is ugly. This ripped my heart apart the first time she told me this. I did everything I could to reassure her that that's not the case, but all those attempts were futile. She has deep insecurities that I never quite knew how to wrap my head around. She went to therapy one day, and after the first session, she completely rejected the therapist's advice. No idea what might have been talked about on that day, but I think the therapist might have told her something about herself that she outright denied. I always felt like she is resentful towards other people, and at times, I had trouble believing that she is capable of loving because if you're jealous of everyone around you, and if you constantly think that life has been unfair on you, and that people have it easier, how could you have a positive demeanor towards the world and everyone around you? Should I forgive her and keep a platonic relationship with her? She'll be moving out of the country in 2 months' time. For the sake of what we've had so far, and for the sake of her well-being? Or should I close that chapter altogether because for the life of me, I couldn't possibly look at her again without thinking of her as someone who destroyed my mental health? Any advice would be much appreciated. You want some advice? Let's see what kind of advice the community offers. Starting with Blue Dolphins 1221. Close the chapter. Your mental health is more important than continuing a friendship with someone that chose to inflict emotional and mental harm. Another, more thorough comment from Demon Key 44. If you keep the door open, she might ask you to borrow money, try to manipulate you based on your time together, get all dramatic because she's insecure and is moving, etc. For all you know, she didn't want a long-term relationship and her cheating made sure that wouldn't happen. 3/4 of women do not cheat on a committed relationship. Go no contact and find better. You probably have acquaintances or friends who are better matches for you. I'm sorry it didn't work out, but it's mostly because she's not who you thought she was. There's no need to immerse yourself in further pain. Go no contact. No contact is for you, for your sanity and protection. It is the logical extension of trusting that they suck. There is nothing to say, no point in engaging. The gig is up. You understand who they really are, and your silence speaks volumes. Remember, if you want to end things with a narcissist, nothing says F off louder than silence. Disordered people want engagement. It's kibbles. They want to fight, or they want to hoover you and see if their charm still works on you. Don't give them the chance. Shields up, chumps. This is a good article from a free infidelity site, chumplady.com, that saved my sister's life. There is no reason for you to interact with this person. She has shown you her true colors. This is who she is.